From sporting anti-abortion clothing to calling homosexuality a sin. Here are the reasons why people hate Tyson Fury. Why is Fury so notorious for being hateable? The Gypsy King has gained a lot of fame and notoriety over the years. His boxing career took off in 2008 when he competed in the Beijing Olympics and reached the quarterfinals. Since then, Fury's become one of the most successful boxers in the world, winning numerous titles and accolades. He's known for his impressive size and strength, standing at 6'9" tall and weighing over 250 pounds. But his success in the ring is only one aspect of his persona that has earned him fans and haters alike.
And here's the knockdown. Tyson Fury, he smells blood. He's a vet. He's been here before.
Many people appreciate Fury's outspokenness and sense of humor, which he often displays during interviews and press conferences. He's not afraid to speak his mind, and his fans love him for his boldness and honesty. But not everyone appreciates it. People have taken offense at Fury's controversial statements and actions, and his reputation has definitely taken a hit in recent years, all thanks to some of his behavior outside of the ring. And one specific thing irks people the most: Fury's controversial statements and behavior take the cake. He's been under fire for comments that have been widely regarded as sexist and homophobic, resulting in him being labeled as a polarizing figure.
A big punch, and when he does get close, he's been showing inside, basically. It's difficult to actually land.
Back in 2015, Fury made comments about women that offended a lot of people. What was it that he said, you wonder? A woman's best place is in the kitchen and on her back. Kinda understandable that it raised so many eyebrows. Here's the thing, this isn't the only thing he's had insane opinions about. He outrightly said that homosexuality is one of the things that'll confirm the devil's arrival, and the other two are abortion and pedophilia. But that's still not all. In 2016, he wore a shirt that read, "I'm a Tyson Fury fan. I'm not a woman's ideal." It still doesn't stop here. The boxer's very vocal about his political views.
And you can see veteran referee Kenny Bayless giving it a peek.
But look at the angles. Look at the distance.
He's been notorious for making posts on social media that are insensitive or offensive to certain groups. Like that time he posted a video of himself using a racial slur. He's been under fire for making such comments, and people have asked him to face consequences for his actions. The 34-year-old has also used his platform to express his political views. He's been vocal about his support for Brexit and has expressed disdain for what he sees as the erosion of traditional values. It's been a double-edged sword, though. He's earned both fans and critics, since some appreciate his outspokenness and others have called him out for being insensitive and out of touch. But the same can be said for his boxing career, too. His career has actually been nothing short of impressive. With a professional record of 31 wins, 1 draw, and 0 losses, he's established himself as one of the top heavyweight boxers in the world.
Controlling pace, controlling distance, that wasn't too good. We know that's the danger.
Fury's fighting style is often described as unorthodox and unpredictable. He's known for his agility and footwork, as well as his ability to take hits and come back stronger. But the way he is as a person, it's no surprise that he can't escape controversy even in the ring.
Big right hand found the target there, that looping shot that Chisora likes to throw.
He lost his titles in 2016 because of his mental health issues and drug use, but in the years after that, he addressed and overcame his issues. His most notable fights include his win over Vladimir Klitschko in 2015 to become the unified heavyweight champion, and his 2 fights against Deontay Wilder in 2018 and 2020. His win over Klitschko marked a turning point in his career, and that's what got him international recognition. But his win over Wilder in 2020 was followed by accusations of cheating and controversy over the referee's decision to stop the fight.
As we get into round 11 where it was stopped.
This is where the right hand comes across. Like I said, that right hand comes across.
At this point, I'm sure you're wondering why he's been this way. Maybe it's because of the society he grew up in. The perception of masculinity and sportsmanship in boxing is to an extent pretty toxic. After all, locker rooms are notorious for being the most misogynistic of spaces. But while he's openly misogynistic and homophobic, Fury's also known for being an interesting character who challenges the norms of boxing as well. For instance, he's often dressed up in superhero superhero costumes during press conferences. Now, anywhere else, that would be completely fine, but people have criticized it because of the professional setting he's done it in, seeing as it doesn't really align with traditional masculinity in sports. On top of that, the controversial statements he makes can be seen as going against the sportsmanship and respect that boxing is supposed to embody. All of this gets a lot worse when you realize that he's a white man. The position of privilege that he speaks from makes his statements all the more bothersome.
He really is. Chisora in his own corner.
It's worth noting that not everyone who dislikes Fury does so solely because of societal or cultural factors, but it is, after all, important to consider how these factors could influence people's opinions. At the end of the day, he's the one who suffered most from it. Yep, these controversies have had a major impact on his career. On one hand, his outspoken nature and larger-than-life persona have helped him.
Dillian White might see that as his first little victory. The fact that he's finally finding a way, that's nice.
He's one of the most well-known and marketable boxers in the world. Some of it is because of these antics, but when it comes to the bigger picture, his controversial personality has caused a lot of damage to his career. All the sexist and homophobic comments he's made over the years, and all the support he has for conservative political views, have ended up pushing people away. He's lost many fans and sponsors as a result of this. What's more, his behavior hasn't just negatively impacted him. His reputation has had significant implications for the boxing industry and sports culture as well. Some critics even argue that his controversial behavior undermines the values of sportsmanship and fair play, since these are the main building blocks of a good athlete. At the same time, some do believe that the most exciting part about him is all this random behavior. The fearless way he speaks his mind can be inspirational, but it would be much better if his opinions were less controversial and more helpful. Because they're so controversial, it's difficult to stomach them, and the worst thing that could possibly happen is people losing interest in the sport altogether. It's not completely unbelievable to consider that such players could discourage some fans from following or supporting the sport of boxing altogether. Some might even feel that the sport is too violent, or that it focuses too much on promoting controversial figures like Fury, rather than showcasing the skill and technique of talented fighters. But for those who are interested in scandals like this, Fury's reputation can also be seen as a positive development for the sport. How could that ever be possible? Well, it generates interest and publicity, which can help to draw in new fans and increase revenue for the industry. At the end of the day, the impact of his reputation depends on the fans' values and attitudes towards sports culture, along with the direction that the boxing industry chooses to take in response to his controversial personality. If anything, his behavior has raised important questions about the toxicity of traditional masculinity that's present in sports like boxing. It's also reminded such celebrity figures that they do have a large audience to answer to. His career and the controversies surrounding him serve as a reminder that athletes play a huge role in shaping cultural narratives and challenging societal norms. Maybe Fury doesn't yet realize the impact he has. Well, there you have it. Those were all the reasons why people hate Tyson Fury.